Welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 13W02A. Woo!
Wow, she
Hey,
got it.
yay.
And that was a very confident rendition of it too. Were you like tabbing out to go look at something?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't find it. I had it saved as like I was Googling it, but it had gone. So yeah.
You could have just looked at the link and mumble.
Well, as
Ah,
as Piper has said, we are here in the snapshot that just came out today. We are recording this on Thursday, January 10th, but we probably won't release this until tomorrow. So if there's an update, that's why we're not using B, we're using the A because that's all there is right now. All right, so let's see. What was the first thing we were going to talk about? Was it the new skeleton or the skeletons having better aim?
yeah.
All right, so I've made it nighttime, and we've got a little pin here. Supposedly the skeletons are a better aim. I'm in creative mode, so they will not aim at me.
But they
Um,
will aim at me.
let's see. I only have my special egg. Does anyone have some skeleton eggs they want to toss in there? Just a couple.
I need to move further away. Oh, they're looking at me.
So Gizmo was a little upset about this one, I think, because you think the skeletons are already annoying enough.
I'm not like upset. I just think they're a bit. I find them annoying to fight because you have to kind of charge them and they'll hit you back. Um,
Now, I guess the biggest question is going to be like, are they any better at moving targets? Because it always seemed like with skeletons, as long as you weren't moving like directly away from them, their shots would generally miss you. You zigzagged. I think they've shot each other
that's a
now.
lot of skeletons.
hmm
Let's add some more to the party. Okay, now they're fighting each other.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually hardly shooting at Kama.
Some of them.
This.
So we're not too sure. You know, it's hard to really quantify this one, but
Oh, there he's dead.
they are supposed to be better shots. Gizmo is going to now talk about some of the new blocks.
Yay! So we've got some new quartz blocks. I'm really excited about these. So we've kind of built a little area to show them off. So obviously the first three blocks. I didn't make this part. I didn't make this part. This is the white wall. This is snow, and then this at the end is the iron block, and in here in the middle, that's the new quartz block. So you can see the kind of whiteness variation. It kind of adds a new scale to white blocks. And over here, we've got the three types of quartz blocks. We have got the pillar quartz block, the chiseled quartz block, and the block of quartz. And so we'll show you how to make them in a minute. But yeah, these are the kind of different types. If you look above, actually, you can see that the pillar one has a kind of different top as well, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I'm really quite excited about these. It's also got slabs as well. They've also got slabs for these new quartz blocks and steps for these quartz blocks, which is brilliant. And here's the kind of difference in the slabs and the steps. And you can see the kind of structures we've kind of made. I'm really excited about this because I think it's going to be brilliant for kind of Romanesque builds, Greek builds, kind of old maybe temples and stuff.
I
I
like your
just
Colosseum here thing.
Thanks. I think Kama built these first two things, and I built the last two. I'm really excited about these blocks. I love when new blocks are added to Minecraft because I think it just adds a whole new layer to building things. I think it's going to add things to building contests, to building houses. So yeah, I'm really excited about these blocks. I think they look gorgeous.
Okay, well, I guess we can come over here real quickly at the chests and see some of the crafting recipes for these new blocks. So here you can see using 4 nether quartz, as in this pattern, that'll give you your block of quartz. If you do 3 blocks of quartz like this on a crafting bench, you'll get a quartz slab. And 2 blocks on top of each other gives you 2 pillars. Didn't quite qualify earlier here. See, these 4 give you 1 block of quartz. And then these 3 give you 6 slabs. And then, of course, the typical blocks in the stairway approach give you the steps, and you get 4 steps. And then the 2 slabs on top of each other give you the chiseled quartz block. So all in all, very, very cool. All right. One thing we should probably show real quickly too is if we go over here through the portal
Oh yeah.
in
Oh yeah.
relation to the new blocks.
I'm
Is
sure
if,
going through the portal is easier as well. It doesn't
Game
start
really is.
loading the you are now loading the nether type thing. It just goes straight through.
all right. So
In game mode.
have we mined them all? Oh, here we go. So if you come down here, you can see these are the new quartz blocks.
Ooh, pretty.
So I'll go into survival here.
Don't hit the pigment boss.
And you can see that's how I picked up the quartz.
Where are the ghasts?
Do you need a certain pickaxe to mine that?
I think it can be mined with pretty much anything.
Okay.
Still laggy for me in the nether. I'm gonna go.
So that's pretty much how you take the, get the quartz. Pretty easy to find. Seems to be pretty abundant. All right, so now one of the things that's added that Kama's going to kind of talk about and show is the new Activator Rail.
First of all, I think we should show them the crafting recipe, so we don't need to come over here again.
All right.
Made out of 6 iron ingots, no redstone, even if it's activated by redstone, which is kind of weird. So, let me just fix that, because I don't think that will be working. That looks better. So, if a minecart with TNT, which is made out of a minecart and TNT, rolls over the activator, it will start to ignite and blow up then. Like this.
No.
Push.
Oh, Gizmo!
Oh,
That was what I built anyway.
that's alright. Come and build that.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay.
I built it for this purpose.
I think they can blow up, but the slab's fine.
So, I mean, the new TNT cart with these rails activators is really going to make some adventure maps even more cool now.
Or cruel,
Absolutely.
depending.
Yeah. All right, so we've already kind of shown the TNT cart that's been added and the activator rails. But one other thing I want to show you guys is there's another way the TNT goes off on a cart, and that is when it reaches the end of a cliff or a drop. It does it a little early for my taste, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cart down there and push it, and you're going to see it get to these not the activators, these boosters, which will keep it moving just so it reaches the end. But the boosters do not set it off. So here we go. So you can see it blew up there a couple blocks right before the edge, but kind of the edge of a cliff will set it off. All right, so another thing that's kind of a big change behind the scenes that may not be as visible when you play normally is texture packs have now changed. Previously, and I think Piper and Kama can attest to this, when you were working on texture packs before, you had a couple image files that contained all of the textures for all of the blocks or items. And you had to edit that single image. You had to make sure you got everything aligned correctly. And if you mess it up just a little bit, it would mess up your textures.
Yeah.
So now what it is every block, every item has its own separate texture file. So if you're building a new texture file, and say all you want to do is change the chest, make it look different, you can just edit the chest texture, put that in a zip file, put it as your new texture pack, and Minecraft will look and go, oh, they've only changed the chest, so we'll use this new chest that they've designed a texture for, but we'll go ahead and use all the other default textures because they didn't change those. So it's real easy when you're making texture packs now. If you only need to change a few blocks, you just make those blocks, and then it automatically uses all the defaults for the other ones. So that'll be very cool.
Very, very cool.
All right, so we're going to show some of the changes related to death messages. So to test these new death messages, we've brought back Mario's crash test dummy skin from one of our Crazy Time videos. Mario, if you'd like to come over here And maybe stand underneath, stand like right here, underneath the stone
Are you in
above you.
survival?
Yep.
All right, so I have my console up, so we'll see messages. But basically, they put more detail on death messages now. So take it away. That's the wrong one. And you can see Mario the Minotaur was squashed by a falling anvil, as we have our little creature now running around.
Why are there two sides to this? I don't remember there being two sides to this.
Oh wow.
I thought you built it.
Now,
I built one side to it.
we do have a few other. Well, this will probably work out well for us if Mario dies by these.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
He's cornered.
Feed me! Daddy! It's taken ages.
There's one over here as well.
They don't.
So you can see he was slain by silverfish. We may want to go ahead and kill those things.
Alright, lead them to the fire, lead them to the fire. Lead them into the fire.
Yeah, jump in
they'll
the
follow
fire,
you,
Mario.
they'll follow you. Follow you. They did as well. Oh, one did.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
Tried to swim in lava to escape silverfish.
Wow!
That's cool.
nice.
When did Minecraft get so clever?
We are alive. We will take over the world.
So I think now,
Minecraft's
Mario,
gonna-
we need you to drown.
Drown.
And then for the finale, somebody needs to fight Mario hand to hand, maybe diamond swords for both of you.
I've made a death pit for him as well.
Oh, you did? Okay. We'll do the death pit too. Mario can really hold his breath well.
He's a dummy. He doesn't really breathe per se. He It's more the water being absorbed probably into his cybernetics.
Oh, that was kind of anticlimactic. Just
That
drown.
was-
Now I think we have a
Mario.
hole for you here, Mario, to go fall down into.
Whee!
He fell
Fell
from
from
a high
a
place.
high place. What about the one where you fall out of the world? Does it still say you've fallen out of the world?
More than likely.
I'm in survival too, Mario.
Alright,
Alright,
there
so-
we go.
Oh, I was in game mode.
That doesn't matter when you fall out of the world. Next one, which will be is a big favorite of Giz's, I think, is the fact that you can now name things.
It's hiccups.
So you can come over here to like an anvil. You can take an item.
Couldn't you do that before?
You could change like items before, but you could change chests now, I think, as well, and
Mhm.
eggs.
And mobs.
Yeah,
So you-
Mario, open up this one.
So you can see I created that dirt called the Dirt of Joy. Now, Gizmo has made a few things here for everybody to see. This is my chest of pain also. I named the chest. We have the Spawn Piper. So let's see what that spawns in a second. And then, of course, Gizmo's Anvil of Poop.
Oh God,
Oh, that's not nice, Gizmo.
I didn't do that. Camera did it.
I didn't do that. You did it.
Mario
At
did it.
least it's better than a cow.
Now, one thing that's very cool too, and I'm going to make it nighttime for this, is you can also rename spawn eggs, like you've just seen, but the name of the mob changes to that also. So, you can see I've changed the skeleton egg to Fred.
So,
So what we're going to have happen here is I'm going to throw down the spawner egg for Fred. So now we have Fred. Now you think, okay, well, I've named him Fred the egg, but it also carries over to the mob. So watch what we see here when Mario gets killed. Mario was shot by Fred.
That's cool.
That's very cool. You know, the fact that you can name the mobs like that. So, like on an adventure map, you could have like a dispenser that would launch skeletons into your army, and you could call them, you know, the army of undead. So if you get killed, it would say Mario was killed by the army of the undead.
that's awesome. So, how are we going to push him?
Try to hit him with like, can you knock him? Oh, we don't have PvP, do we?
Oh,
Just let Fred do it.
Come on,
He
Fred.
should hit.
I thought you'd been training.
No,
Oh.
too much.
What about a zombie? A zombie would push him in, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have a zombie.
There we go. So that'll make everything cooler. You know, there's more detail to now how you died. We don't have PvP turned on, but if like zombies or if Mario and Kama fought, it would say like who killed the other one and with what weapon.
Mhm.
All right, and our last little thing to show off is the changes with hoppers and comparators, and Kama is going to talk about that.
Okay, so now you can indicate with redstone how full a hopper or chest is. Like this hopper is full with diamonds. For every stack, it's 3 redstone that activates. And for the chest, since there are a few more stacks, it's right now there are only 5 stacks missing, and there are 2 redstones missing completely. And the hoppers activate through redstone, so if redstone is activated, the hopper does not drop the items in the chest or in another hopper. But if I turn it off, it should move, and you should see the changes on the redstone.
Ooh.
So when the chest is full, it should show that the glowstone, with the glowstone, then it's activated. You can make some cool things with it.
Through the magic of the internet, we'll speed this process up.
It's okay.
There we go. So all in all, I mean, again, we're really happy. We like all this redstone stuff. So each week that they put more in and fix more makes it amazing. The new blocks are really going to open things up for builders. The added capabilities of naming containers and different things and all that related to it. It's going to make adventure maps very cool. So all in all, very good stuff. So we're looking forward to the next snapshot.
Yay.
Mhm.
So if you guys want, say goodbye. We will head out.
Bye.
Bye.